welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avanties, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Zerotio.
I'm confused because I could hear the music this time. You must have made some changes.
told
Like
you, told
is
you I had a couple surprises for you.
so somebody has learned to work OBS for a change. Um, Great. I love being able to hear that music. Gets me all hyped up. What is up, gang? It is the weekend of 4th of July. We're actually recording this on the 3rd so that we can actually enjoy our festivities, which I think Saturdays are going to be a new recording day anyway. So
Yeah.
it works out well with my new job and everything. But um, yeah, we got a bunch of news this week. So last week we said there isn't much news, and we're hoping that we have something coming right down the pipe. That usually a dead week means we're going to have something big announced, and we've got a lot of big things to announce, as well as a patch that hit live. So we'll talk more about that. But before we get into that, how's your week been, Avantis?
My week's been good. Yeah, as you said, we noticed last week when we recorded that we were having an issue with OBS. It was a little cropped. Couldn't figure out exactly why. I resolved that issue. Resolved the ability of not being able to hear the intro in the when we played it. Like, you could hear it on the recording and you could hear it if we were streaming, but we couldn't hear it locally. So I resolved that issue, which was a good one to finally get around to. But no, I played quite a bit of Hearthstone this week. We'll talk about it a little more when we get into the news, but new patch dropped with some big changes for Battlegrounds, and I've spent about 3 hours a night the last 3 nights just playing Battlegrounds. I've gotten to play the new hero. I've gotten to play most of the reworked heroes.
Wow.
And I've gotten top 4 with all of them. So they're
Wow,
they're good.
that's fun. A little bit of spoilers. We are gonna play this week. Where I know normally when we get news of a new set, we get right into the card reviews, but they threw at us a patch, which we'll talk more about shortly. So this week we're going to be playing Battlegrounds in with the new patch, and then we will be starting next week. We'll start our reviews of the new set. So we won't be having a play portion. We'll
Yeah.
have a longer audio portion where we'll be talking about the cards.
Right.
But
I also
my
want.
week,
I hang up before you get to your week. I also want to throw out one more thing about my week. Was I did get to guest on
ooh,
Squelchcast this week.
yes,
So
very important.
if you guys have not heard that episode yet, head over to your favorite podcatcher, download the Squelchcast bonus episode number 1, featuring moi, and give it a listen. Let me know what you think.
And I listened to that episode, and I will say I appreciate you mentioning my name the minimum 3 times. Thank you very much. That meets my marketing standards. That
Mm-hmm.
Zerotio, I'm like Beetlejuice. You got to say the name 3 times. So I really do appreciate that. But my week was to be honest, I haven't played much Hearthstone since I haven't played any Hearthstone since the patch hit because of my work schedule. Because I'm off on Wednesday and the patch hit Thursday, so I haven't had time. Today is going to be my Hearthstone day. So after we get done recording here, I'll be playing a lot. But leading up to the last day of the month, I played a lot of Wild, and I played an Even Hunter. And I started out at Bronze 10 with a 2x multiplier, and ended up climbing up into Platinum with a 49-9 record. It's 84% win rate.
That's insane.
The deck is absolutely unfair. It's wins by turns 4 or 5 most games. A lot of times turn 4. I even had a couple turn 3 wins. It just absolutely ridiculous. I'm planning to try to maybe play a little Wild this month and use that to climb up because it's easy wins. Because I want to get my multiplier up before the next set drops, which a little bit of teasing the news is going to be in August. So I'm really excited. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. So let's just get into it.
Okay, yeah. Before we jump right into it, I have a clip from last week's show that I want to play. Let's hear that clip.
So we're going into July. When do we think we are going to hear about a new set or new content for Hearthstone?
Very soon. I mean, did we call it?
I mean, very soon. Can we say very soon was when we're going to hear about it? I mean,
it was within a few days. In fact, it was like the next day, wasn't it? This released on Monday.
Was the next day.
Yeah, this released on Monday, and that was the following day on Tuesday. I mean, it doesn't get much more very soon than that.
To be honest, I actually didn't expect to hear anything about the next set until after 4th of July, so kudos to Team 5.
We called it.
we did call it, and furthermore, I kind of said I thought it would be like a Goldshire, very heavy Stormwind
alliance based. Yeah, it ended up.
Well, I knew it would be Alliance because they told us Alliance, but I thought it would be specifically Goldshire Stormwind-ish because there's a lot of knights there, and they not only is it Stormwind. So let's get into our first.
Go ahead.
First bit of news: the new set is United in Stormwind. It's very Stormwind themed. And during the teaser, they kind of it was Liv and John McIntyre, right?
Yes.
Liv Breeden and John McIntyre. And Liv made a comment about Stormwind and talking about the themes and all the taverns there and the trade places and the stockades. And when she mentioned stockades, John McIntyre said, spoilers.
Yeah. So, and you had made a mention last week about if the set was based around Stormwinds, could we see stockades as possibly the mini set?
Yeah, I know a lot of people were wanting the Dead Mines to be the mini set because when you're talking about those dungeons like Wailing Caverns, it's about as close to a Wailing Caverns kind of level.
From the Alliance side, Dead Mines is the first real dungeon you run, just like Wailing Caverns is the first dungeon you run from the Horde side.
But Stockades is also right in Stormwind, and you'll have a lot of representation. First off, there's 4 bosses in Stockades, which kind of lines up with the way they've been theming things, where you got 4 notable legendaries. And Stockades has Alliance race Alliance race characters as bosses and Horde race characters as bosses. So we might see that kind of crossover. So
to be fair, Orgrimmar has a dungeon in it too, Ragefire Chasm.
Ragefire Chasm. That's true. So, I mean, if the mini set for Barons was Ragefire Chasm, but again, we were talking about Barons, not Orgrimmar.
That's true.
And this is Stormwind. And if you're talking about a dungeon in Stormwind, Stockades is one of those, I think they changed it so it had the early content, but once you hit a certain level, it also had content for that level too. Was it 70 or 80? I can't remember which. Mm-hmm. So obviously there's a lot of growth in the content in Stockades depending where they want to pick the content from for Hearthstone. That being said, I still stick by Stockades being the mini set, and I think John McIntyre kind of gave us the little cat out of the bag by saying spoilers. I think that was his way of saying, this is where we're going. So I'm really excited to be in Stormwind. I am of the minority of World of Warcraft players. I am a very heavy Alliance supporter. I know you're for the Horde. I have an Alliance sticker on the back of my car. I don't know, it drives you nuts.
I have a Horde sticker on the back of my car.
Did I give you that one? I can't remember.
No, I ordered it online.
No, that's right. So, what do we know about United and Stormwind? First off, they gave us a release date.
Yeah, right out of the box.
We usually they'll tell us, a rough time, and then we kind of discern a release date based on the pre-order package, which will say like no later than and give a date.
Mid-month.
But they said that the release date is going to be August the 3rd.
That's right.
So we're literally 1 month from today as of the recording, which means we probably won't hear a lot of card reveals next week, it being right after the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And then the following weeks just should be 2 weeks out the gate of just card reveal. What do you think about that?
I think that's exactly what we're going to see, which is part of the reason why we're playing Battlegrounds today and not going to review the cards that they revealed in the teaser. We're going to offset that a week. So we'll actually talk about those cards next week, so that hopefully by the time they do start into full-on reveal season, we'll be able to just keep rolling with them and bringing you guys our thoughts on the cards as they are revealed.
Yeah, and even though the card reveal season most likely will not start next week, mainly because of 4th of July, we will probably get a couple cards. A lot of times, the Chinese media get some of the cards out, or we get some from other countries, or a couple, teaser videos come out where they give us a little bit more. So right now we have, I think, 12 cards total. So hopefully by next week's episode, we have a few more. But let's get into the set itself. They gave us the new keyword. It is tradable.
Yes, I love this ability.
So what is tradable? So a card that's tradable will have like this, almost like a recycle symbol next to the mana cost, or underneath the mana cost, like a banner. And tradable cards can be clicked, and if they're in your hand, you can drag them over your library, and when you do that, it spends 1 mana, shuffles the card into your deck, and draws another card. So it's Hearthstone's version of Cycle from Magic the Gathering,
which is an amazing ability in Magic. So I'm just really excited that it's coming to Hearthstone. I mean, this makes for some really, it makes for more intriguing turns.
Yeah, and a lot of these cards, again, we're not going to go into detail, but a lot of the cards that have tradable on them are tech cards, like cards that would give you armor and that maybe you don't need every match, or cards that destroy weapons that you may not need necessarily every match, but if you do need that match, maybe they haven't played the weapon yet, so you don't need it yet. Imagine if Ooze could be shuffled back in your deck for another card.
Yeah.
And the difference between the difference between tradable and cycle is cycle, that card went to your graveyard and you didn't get to play the card. Where in Hearthstone tradable, you shuffle it back into your deck, so you later will be able to use that card. So it's not like you're throwing the card away just to draw a card. It's not taking you any further into fatigue or anything. It's an even 1-for-1. So I really, really like this. So when I see mechanics like this that I really, really like, I get a little sad, because a lot of times this is the only time we're ever going to see those mechanics.
Right.
I think Discover is one that got reused. Rush has been reused. But for the most part, a lot of these really cool mechanics, you see it during the set and then it's over. I hope this is successful. This isn't another Inspire where we go, wow, this is going to be really awesome, and then it just kind of falls flat. That's my only worry about tradable, and it reminds me of like an Inspire mechanic, because we were very high on Inspire when TGT was announced.
Well, obviously it was hero power related,
and then it ended up just being bad, just not good. So
if our podcast was called Card Swap, we'd be really excited about tradable.
That's true. Next podcast coming out, card swap. So the next thing is there's going to be new cards for quest lines. Now, we've had quests before. These are very similar to quests, except they're called quest lines. And what they are is it seems as if there's going to be one for all 10 classes.
Yes,
and
that is correct.
It's going to be a quest that starts in your hand, just like regular quests, but it's going to have 3 different phases. Which means, so the first quest, you'll have a goal and then a reward. When that's done, you'll get the reward, and then you'll get a second quest that has a goal and a reward. When you finish it, you get the reward, and then it starts a third quest that has a goal, and the reward is going to be the mercenary for that class. So far they've shown us the warlock and the mage one, and we will get Varden Dawngrasp, and then I forget the warlock, Tamsin. So, and they're really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken a look at these, and what do you think of the quest line design compared to other quests?
I just want to point out that the Tamsin reward is a 5-mana 7/7. So, I mean, we've seen how that goes in the past.
Well, so far they're both 5-mana 7/7s.
Yeah. So. And
so far, both of them, both Varden and Tamsin, and to kind of give a little bit of peek into it, the rewards for both of them are 5-mana 7/7, Varden and Tamsin respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Varden makes it so that you have +3 spell damage for the rest of the game.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And Tamsin makes it so that all damage you take during your turn is taken by your opponent instead.
Yeah. So it's important to note that to achieve that, though, you have to take like 21 points of damage.
That's true.
So I mean, these quest lines. Well, yeah, because you're going to heal for 6 throughout the quest. Yeah. So you take 21, you heal for 6, you take net 15 damage to complete the quest. So, you know, there are obviously more ways you could build your deck with this quest line to give you, which warlocks have more life gain anyway. So
and when we get into reviews next week,
we'll talk about
they've already been given some neutral healing that I think is going to be really good. But the important thing to note is so far, both of those quest lines give you a reward of the mercenary, and that has a battle cry that affects the rest of the game, meaning that minion doesn't have to stay in play. It just changes something for the rest of the game. So I'm really excited to see the other 8 quest lines, because I really want to know how these might be. These might be the Death Knight equivalent power levels for from Wrath of the Lich King. Now some of them may be duds and maybe not playable, but some of them may be so powerful that they take over the meta, like Jaina, like Rexxar, like Gul'Dan. So we'll just have to see. I'm really excited to see the way these go. And then there's a lot of really new stuff in this set that's really cool. The next one is mounts. They're a minion buff spell, just a normal minion buff spell that summons a minion when the targeted minion dies. So just like Dreadsteed from from the Paladin card, the 2/6.
Oh,
not Dreadsteed.
No.
Like,
I know what you're talking about. Like it's a 2/6, gives a minion +2/+6, and when that minion dies, it drops the mount as a 2/6.
Yes, it's a 2/6 with taunt. So whatever affects the minion the spell gives, as well as the stats, it summons that same minion type. Yeah. So if it gives you a +4/+7 in taunt, it'll summon a 4/7 taunt. So I'm really excited for these. So far, they've only shown 2. And then finally, they are giving us profession tools.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really neat. So these are zero attack weapons that remove durability to activate effect when a specific condition is met. And one of the examples they gave us was the Rune Mithril Rod for Warlock. It's a 3-mana 0/2 weapon. After you draw 4 cards, reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1, lose durability 1. So you can make it happen twice because it has 2 durability. So
Yeah.
I don't know how strong these will be. They're not legendary weapons, so you can have 2 copies of them. So far, the ones they've shown us are not legendary. We may get a
Yeah,
legendary
there
progression
might be.
weapon.
Yeah,
Don't know.
these have been rares, so.
But so far, there was one for a weapon class paladin and one for a non-weapon class warlock. So I don't know if every class is going to get one or if they're just kind of speckle them out like they do. And then finally, they gave us the Phase 2 roadmap for this year, which has been adjusted to put mercenaries towards the end of it.
Yes. Which
Other
is
than
sad because I was hoping mercenaries was coming sooner rather than later, but.
Well, hey, so just to kind of talk on that for a minute, I'm glad they're using the foresight and the hindsight to realize that they don't want to send us an unfinished product. I understand how a lot of the community is like, hey, just give it to us, and if you have to make corrections to it, just do it. But those same people will, chastise Team 5 for releasing an unfinished product. So I think they need to take their time with this, do whatever they need to do to make it successful, because if Mercenaries is the type of game that the rumors and the leaks and the surveys say it's going to be, I'm going to be spending a lot of money on it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So get it right the first time. Get it right and release. And I know it's not going to be... I know a lot of people are really hyped for Mercenaries because they expect it to be a mode that's playable repeatedly like Arena or Battlegrounds, and I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a gacha game you log into a few times a day to do your chores and power up your characters, and that's the type of game I like. So I'm excited for it. But if they need to take time with it, and the second phase is very laid out. It's card expansion mini set, Battlegrounds, duels update, solo experience, seasonal event, tavern brawls, balance update, and mercenaries. So the only thing that really stands out is the mercenaries that's been moved into phase 2. And then lastly, you can purchase the United and Stormwind bundle.
Now?
And you get, now. So that being said, let's get into patch 20.8, which is live now. It went live on Thursday the 1st.
Yeah.
So before we get into details of the patch, did you expect us to have a patch along with the announcement?
No, I did not. Like we as we talked about last week, we did mention that there would be another patch prior to the release of the set. We just didn't know it was going to be at the same time as the announcement.
Yeah, and usually there is some kind of patch. We always know there's a 0.8 pre-patch that tends to be, hey, here's a patch that has a couple small bug fixes stuff, but the main reason for the patch is to give you the ability to pre-purchase the new set and to kind of put some of the assets in to get it ready for the rollout of the new set, usually within a month. This patch has that, of course. It has United and Stormwind pre-purchase. So there's 2 bundles. There's the $79.99, the $80 bundle, which is 80 packs with 5 golden packs, 2 golden legendaries, a new mage portrait, Lady Katrana Prestor, which you might know if you know lore as Onyxia.
Yep.
Along with a card back for her, and the pre-purchase of the Venari alternate Battlegrounds bartender.
I love that they are bringing new characters as bartenders the way they do with hero portraits. So you don't always have to use Bob. Look, I love Bob as much as the next guy.
He's
Bob
OG.
Bob has been the best bartender I have ever had. But it's exciting, just like when you go out to a bar, it's always good to try a new bartender because they may teach you something.
Now, if you're just a Battlegrounds player and first, if you're just a Battlegrounds player and you listen to our podcast, thank you very much. But if you're just a Battlegrounds player and you don't want to buy this bundle to get the alternate bartender, it is going to be purchasable. I don't know how much. I think is in the store now.
It's available in the store at this time for $9.99.
Is it not? No, that's a really good price. Now, you will not be able to use it right now. They say if you pre-purchase it, the new bartender will be available no later than August 30th, I think is what it says.
That's what it says. I'm assuming that means it'll release when the set releases, because unless they're having issues with getting with importing new things into Battlegrounds.
We'll talk about that more a little bit later in the news. That may be it. And then, of course, you get the Battlegrounds perks with the $80 bundle.
Yes,
then
it is important to note that the Bartender Venari for $9.99 is just the bartender. You don't get the Battlegrounds perks with that.
Yes. Now the smaller bundle is, what is it, 40? Is it $49.99?
It's $49.99, and it comes with 60 packs, 2 random legendaries, and the card back.
Yeah, which is, I mean, isn't it normally like 55 packs?
It's normally like 50 packs, and then the random legendary. So yeah,
that's really cool.
You're getting 20 extra packs 10 extra packs for the price here.
And then also with this patch, if you log in after the patch, you get Flightmaster Dungar, which is a 3-mana 3/3 battle cry. Choose a flight path and go dormant. Awaken with a bonus when you complete it. And the flight paths are Westfall, which in one turn summon a 2/2 adventurer with a random bonus effect. So like we saw in Barons. Mm-hmm. Ironforge, which in 3 turns restore 10 health to your hero. And then Eastern Playgrounds. Eastern Plaguelands in 5 turns deal 12 damage split randomly amongst enemies. Now, also, whichever one you pick, that's how long it takes Dungar to awaken from dormant. So when he awakens from dormant, these happen. And he has some really good voice lines with that. Also, his artwork, he is a very, very unattractive man. No wonder he hangs out with griffins.
Thank you, Blizzard, for making him dormant for 2 turns. That's 2 less turns we have to look at him.
And then the big part of this patch, which is what really caught me off guard, was Battlegrounds updates.
Yes.
Lots of Battlegrounds updates.
Awesome.
Yeah. You want to get us started with the new hero?
So yeah, they first and foremost announced a new hero. It's a demon hunter named Kurtrus Ashfallen. And his hero power is passive, buy 3 minions in 1 turn to give them all +2/+2 and progress this. So you then gain momentum, which is the second level of his ability, which is buy 4 minions in 1 turn. Give your hand and board +2/+2. And progress the hero power 1 more time. And then the final level of the hero power is called Close the Portal. Buy 5 minions in 1 turn. Give all minions this game +2/+2. And it's important to note that last ability, Close the Portal, is doable multiple times. So every time you complete that buy 5 minions in 1 turn, you're getting an additional +2/+2 for the rest of the game on all minions.
just to clarify, what you said, all your minions.
All your
game.
minions this game.
Yeah.
So any game or any minion you buy from the tavern then immediately gets those buffs applied to it.
That's amazing. And that's repeatable?
And that is repeatable every time you buy 5 minions in a turn.
Wow. Now, buying 5 minions isn't necessarily
not
easy.
No, it is not easy at all. In fact, the game I played with Kurtrus, I got to 5. I went pirates, and I bought the pirate that allows you to sell for 3 gold. I bought every single one of those I could find, because then that would immediately be an additional minion on the turn I'm trying to get the buffs.
Okay. And then we got a new minion. Archdruid Hamul is a tier 6 battle cry.
Amazing!
It's a tier 6 battle cry. It's a tier 6 4/4 minion, 8/8 as a golden. The battle cry is refresh Bob's Tavern with your most common minion type.
Yes.
And the battle cry is the same as the golden.
Yeah, so basically when you play Hamul, he refreshes the entire tavern with only minions of your most common type. So if you're playing Quillboars, it's going to be all Quillboars to choose from.
Wow.
It is so good.
And since he's tier 6, you're likely to be at least tier 5 or 6. So that's amazing. Now, so he's probably good with anything except for maybe a menagerie?
Yes, he would not be good in a menagerie build at all. If you're going menagerie and you had like one of everything but like 2 demons, he's going to refresh all demons.
Okay, gotcha. Awesome. So that's the new stuff in Battlegrounds. We do have a couple small changes. Returning and removed heroes. The Lich King has returned to the Battlegrounds hero pool. There must always be a Lich King. And then Shudderwalk has been temporarily removed from the Battlegrounds hero pool. I like Shudderwalk, but a lot of the minions he needed the most have been taken out.
Yeah.
So he's just not good right now.
Right.
Then we have some changes. Galakron's Greed, which was cost 0, replace a minion in Bob's Tavern with a minion from a higher tavern tier, has been changed to cost 1. Choose a minion in Bob's Tavern. Discover a higher tier minion to replace it.
This is so good. I played with this week. It works just like any of the other discover a minion type effects. So whereas the old one was free and it was random, now you're paying 1, but you get to choose what you want out of that higher tier.
The discover, that I didn't think about that. They're using more of the discovered mechanics in Battlegrounds now. That's really good.
It is
cool.
Very good ability.
Then we have Trade Prince Gallywick's Smart Savings. His old version was 1 cost, add a gold to your hand. Now it's passive. After you sell a minion, gain 1 extra gold next turn. Can exceed 10.
Yes, I've played with him as well this week. Again, very, very good if you are playing a tribe that allows you to cycle minions very fast, like Murlocs or Pirates. Anything you're playing, if you sell 3 minions in a turn, you're going to get 13 gold next turn.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Because now that I thought it was just one time. You sell 1 minion, you'll get a gold next turn. But if you go through a crazy brand turn where you're buying battle cries, selling battle cries, buying battle cries, selling battle cries, the next turn you're going to have a bunch of gold extra, and this can go over 10.
Yes, it can.
That's nuts. Then we have Maya Shadow Song. The old version of her in prison was make a minion in Bob's Tavern dormant. After 2 turns, get it with +1 attack. Now it's make a minion in Bob's Tavern dormant. After 3 turns, get it with +1/+1. They've been making lots of little changes to Maiev to kind of find that sweet spot. Do you think this is a good sweet spot, or you think she's still bad?
I have not played Maiev since this change. I felt like her ability previously was slow as it was. Now we're adding an extra turn. Yes, we're adding +1 to the defense of the minion. I don't know that that's going to make that much of a difference. I feel like 2 turns felt like forever to get the buff to your minion. 3 turns is just going to feel like,
because
you could be dead before you get that first minion back.
And see, it used to be 2 turns for +1/+1 that was too strong, so they changed it to +1 attack, and then it was too weak. Now they changed it back to +1/+1, but added a turn.
I don't like this ability.
Okay. And then another set of updated heroes is Edwin Van Cleef is give a minion +1/+1 for each minion you've bought this turn, and now it's changing to give a minion +2/+1 for each minion you bought this turn. This is a buff, and I thought he was so good.
I played Edwin this morning in Battlegrounds with this new ability, and this ability single-handedly got me a 2nd place finish.
Wow.
Or no, a 3rd place finish. This ability is very good. You can scale your minions. You always save 1 mana at the end of the turn, and again, playing a class where you can buy and cycle minions, this can get stupid really fast.
I guess my concern with this is I've played Edwin quite a bit and have great success with him recently. I don't think he was underpowered enough to need a buff.
Yeah,
and this
I don't
is a clear buff.
Yeah.
So maybe it's because of other changes they're making. They're worried that Edwin would fall down. The next one is a big change. I'm really excited to play this one. Is Dino Tamer Brand, Battle Brand. The old version was cost 1, refresh Bob's Tavern with Battlecry minions. Now it's going to be passive. After you buy 5 Battlecry minions, add Brand Bronzebeard to your hand once per game.
Okay. I've played
This looks sick.
It looks sick. I have played with Bran, and I can tell you that I got tier 5 Bran by like turn 4. I was tier 3 when I got the tier 5 Bran in my hand. That is good as long as you're getting minions in the pool that have battle cries. I saw hardly any battle cry minions the game I played Dino Tamer Bran. So my Bran was not doubling any battle cries that game. He was just sitting on the board, useless.
So here's my first question on that. Was Murlocs in your pool?
I think so.
Because I can't see if you don't have Murlocs or don't have Beasts, because that's where a good chunk of your early battle cries are. I can't see picking Bran. But if there's Murlocs in the pool,
and
even Beasts,
just because Murlocs are in the pool doesn't mean you're going to see Murlocs in your refreshes.
That's a fair statement, which we're going to see some changes to that in the future, but we'll talk about that later. I don't know. Just on paper, this looks really good to me, but you say in practice it's not. I can't wait to test it myself.
Yeah, when I played with it, I got the Bran on the board by the time I was tier 3, and then I just didn't see any Battlecry minions to make use of the Bran.
Okay. So next is Illidan Stormrange, his ability Wingmen. Old version, start of combat, your left and right most minions attack immediately. Now it's start of combat, your left and right most minions gain +2 attack and attack immediately.
Again, I played Illidan this week. Very good. Very strong.
Very good? Okay.
Yeah, Illidan was one of the few heroes that I had that I hadn't gotten a top 4 with. Resolved that this week.
Okay. So then we have Sindragosa, Stay Frosty. Old version was at the Passive, at the end of your turn, frozen minions get +2/+1. The new one is cost 0, freeze a minion in Bob's Tavern. Frozen minions get +2/+1. So the big thing with, and I had problems with Sindragosa in the past, is I wanted like one specific minion to get buffed in his tavern and hold to purchase next turn, but I didn't want to freeze my tavern every turn.
Exactly.
So now you get to freeze a specific minion. Now you can still freeze the entire board, and they all get buffed.
And they all get buffed, exactly.
But you don't have to. You can freeze just one minion and have that one get buffed.
But the fact that you can single target minions now, I think makes this hero power so much better.
Cave Hydra.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would use this on Cave Hydra and run beasts.
Yeah.
I've
not gotten to play with Sindragosa yet with the new buff. So
I'm excited for that one because Sindragosa has always been one that I really like playing. They're just barely not strong enough for me, so I think this will push it over the edge. Then we have Guff Rune Totem, Natural Balance. Old version, give a friendly minion each turn, each tavern tier, +2/+1. Now it's give a friendly minion of each tavern tier +1/+1. So it's a little bit of a nerf.
I want to point out, when this hero was released, I said this ability is insane.
You did.
And I expected it to get nerfed, and here it is.
And it did. And then we have Overlord Sarfang for the Horde. Old version, give +1 attack to the next minion you buy this turn, upgrades each turn. They've changed that to give +2 attack to the next minion you buy this turn, upgrades each turn. So he was a little underpowered. I like that they buffed this.
Sarfang wasn't seeing as much play. I almost guarantee you that if Blizzard showed us the records, he would probably be one of the least played heroes in Battlegrounds prior to this change.
Then we have N'Zoth, Avatar N'Zoth. Start the game with a 1/1 fish that gains all your death rattles in combat. It's now changed to start the game with a 2/2 fish that gains all your death rattles as combat. I don't think the stats were the problem.
No, I agree.
It's the death rattles in the pool just aren't good right now.
Yeah, it's the quality of the death rattles that you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the same note, the curator was changed from start the game with a 1/2 amalgam with all minion types to start the game with a 2/2 amalgam with all minion types. I just don't think amalgam builds are great right now. Menagerie builds are, but I just don't think those Menagerie builds don't really get going until Tavern Tier 5 and above anyways, or 4 and above, I mean. So I don't think the stats changes too much. And then lastly, for the heroes, King Mukla's Bananarama, the big banana rate increased to 50%, up from 33%. So you'll get a big banana more often. Before we get into the minions, that's a lot of hero changes.
That is a lot of hero changes, and there's a lot of minion changes too. Honestly, looking at these minion changes, they're not overly powerful. I think what we're going to do is, if you guys want to see the minion changes, we'll have a link to this in our show notes on the website.
Yeah.
So you can go there.
The minions aren't nearly as big as the
They're
heroes,
not as
so
impactful as the heroes. Yeah. There is one other thing to talk about, though, is that one of the most popular things with Battlegrounds was during the Dark Moon Fair, when we had the Dark Moon prizes going. So what they have done is they're bringing back Dark Moon prizes, and they will appear in 1 out of every 4 Battlegrounds matches. So games featuring Dark Moon prizes happen at random and are not guaranteed to show up in every 4th match you play. It is possible to have several games in a row with Dark Moon prizes, or several games without. If you are in the bottom half of the players on the leaderboard, you are more likely to see better prizes.
Yeah, and they made a lot of changes to the Dark Moon prizes. Again, we're not going to go over all those details here.
Yeah.
Those will be in the link in our show notes if you want to see that kind of stuff. Also, there's also some duels changes that we're not going to go over the details of here. Uh, you know, but you can click on the link in our show notes. And then the last thing is the Fire Festival is returning on July 6th. We'll talk more about that in the next news article. And then we have new cosmetic coins are coming. Stormwind is big on trade, so you'll need a lot of coins. Fortunately, we have 2 new collectible coins that will be available on August 3rd. Collect all 135 United and Stormwind cards to add the Lordaeron coin to your collection.
I want that.
And then
I want that.
It looks beautiful. I don't know if it'll ever take the Bigglesworth. I know Ridiculous Hat will never get rid of Bigglesworth.
It will replace that for me. In fact, right now I'm using the Horde coin. I will probably use the Lordaeron coin.
And they said, stay tuned, we'll reveal the second coin when we provide an update on what to expect from rewards track for United and Stormwind in late July. So that's probably going to be the lead up blog that actually does the big patch that happens for August 3rd. Yeah. And then we have Book of Mercenaries Kurtrus coming July 13th. Book of Heroes Gul'Dan coming July 20th.
I'm excited for that one.
We talked about before how we were worried they wouldn't get all the Book of Heroes and Mercenaries done. And they're cranking these out bam, bam, bam.
Well, because they waited so long in the beginning. We went like 3 months in the beginning with no updates. Now they have to crank them out. They don't have any choice.
So the last thing is bug fixes and game improvements, which we usually don't go over these. There's lots of them. You can check our link. But I want to mention one of them. A daily quest has been added for Nosdormu Day, which will appear on the 15th of every month if you have an open daily quest slot. So make sure you have an open daily quest slot on the 15th if you want to partake in Nosdormu Day.
I love Nosdormu Day.
And then the last thing we have is the Fire Festival starts July the 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And it goes all the way till July 27th at 10 a.m. There's going to be 7 legendary quests. So it says here there will be 7 legendary Fire Festival quests in addition to your normal daily quests. So you won't have to have space for them. Complete 1 legendary quest unlocks the next one. And then the first 6 will reward Year in the Phoenix packs. And the last quest will grant you the Druid of the Flame Malfurion hero skin. This is beautiful.
It looks incredible. I love this skin.
I love the reds. And they've been adding a lot of these red type skin. They did one for Rexar. Now they're doing one for Malfurion.
I'm not gonna lie. When I played World of Warcraft, one of my favorite raids in the entire game was Firelands. I'm so excited to see this coming.
And then we have the Fire Festival return to its roots. On July 7th, we're going to get the Ragnaros Fire Festival Tavern Brawl. July 14th is getting the updated Burn Down Brawl. They're updating it. And then there will be a new, Eternal Flame Bundle. This bundle looks really neat. So Malfurion's not the only one who has picked up a new look in the Firelands. The Eternal Flame Bundle offers a hot new Flame Walker Rexar and Righteous Inferno Uther hero skin, as well as the Ragnaros card back and alternate Shaman hero. It's a Ragnaros Shaman hero. Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean I get a Ragnaros hero portrait and an Uther flame? Oh my! Oh, take my money now. The Eternal Bundle will be available from July 6th to July 20th. So this next week. They're gonna get my money so fast. And it's limited 1 per account. And then we have the after party. So this is what I was talking about with Battlegrounds. July 27th, the party continues with Battlegrounds Cosmetics. Right after the Fire Festival ends, we're moving the party over to Battlegrounds. The first ever Battlegrounds Cosmetics go live July 27th with the Battlegrounds bundle Beach Party. The Beach Party includes Beach Party themed skins for 7 different Battlegrounds heroes, as well as the Tiki Lord Ragnaros alternate bartender.
I'm so excited!
Tiki Lord Ragnaros includes a new portrait and new voice lines for your Battlegrounds bartender.
And I just can't hide it.
So this is probably why the was a Venari, the new bartender that you can order for $9.99 isn't available yet. There's probably a lot of patching to go in to make the Battlegrounds client have these alternate heroes and so forth. So there's probably a bit of engineering on the background to make that patch happen, which is probably why there's the delay. And this is a way they can monetize Battlegrounds without affecting the gameplay. And I mean, Heroes of the Storm did this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Heroes of the Storm did an entire beach line for their characters.
They've done 2 different beach line series with them. So
which I've been playing Heroes of the Storm again and enjoying it again. So I'm looking forward to this beach theme and the Tiki bartender. That's going to be awesome.
Furthermore, it says don't let the party die, or do. You can also pick up Battleground Heroes Shadowlands for 8 more Battleground Hero skins based on Warcraft's Afterlife. Grab either set or both and personalize your Battlegrounds experience to whatever strikes your fancy. These are gorgeous.
They are. They've done a really good job with these cosmetics.
Definitely check out the link in the show notes because these are very, very pretty.
But I like that they also say stay tuned for more Battlegrounds cosmetics, including more alternate bartenders throughout the year. I am all about the alternate bartenders.
Yeah. Then now the last thing to note in this article here is next major Battlegrounds update. Finally, looks aren't the only thing being updated in Battlegrounds. In an upcoming content patch, Battlegrounds will get all new heroes and undergo a major rework to all minion types. We'll be swapping out over 30 existing minions for new ones specifically designed to play off the core fantasy of that type and re-emphasize how the types play, giving the entire mode a massive refresh. For instance, pirates will have a bigger emphasis on amassing gold and treasure with new cards like Briny Bootlegger and Nosy Looter. The Briny Bootlegger is a Tavern Tier 3/4/4 pirate. At the end of your turn, if you have another pirate, add a gold coin to your hand. And then the Nosy Looter is a Tier 6/7/6 pirate. Every 2 turns, add a random golden minion to your hand. And the golden version is at the start of your turn, add a random golden version to your hand. So it's every turn.
Yes. And you got to remember that even, they're going to add a random golden minion to your hand. Even if you don't use that minion, when you play it, you're going to get discover a minion of a higher tier for every single one of those that you play.
Yeah. And now they did say in the kind of teaser video that there's going to be 25 new minions added to the game. Now, I don't know what swapping that is because they did say here they're going to swap over 30 existing minions. So they may be swapping for other minions that either were taken out or reworked. So if you are a Battlegrounds main player or you like Battlegrounds a little bit more than other modes, stay tuned because it looks like this is right after the Fire Festival, which is right when the new set comes out. So you'll probably have this almost simultaneously. They didn't give an exact date on it, but it might be that 0.2 patch that they always do just after you have the set, and then 2 weeks later they do a 0.2 patch, which makes some adjustments to the set, any bug fixes, and then we'll have Battlegrounds updates. So I'm excited for this. It's really going to get me back into Battlegrounds because they're going to take each minion type and have specific mechanics towards them. and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's great.
Oh yeah, no, I'm super stoked about it, and I cannot wait for this update. And beyond that, I'm excited for this set so far. Like everything I've seen about United in Stormwind has me jazzed for this release. I mean, we're getting mailbox dancers. Who hasn't played WoW and just spent time dancing on a mailbox in Stormwind? I mean, it's a rite of passage. It's coming to Hearthstone.
It's very, very true. It's very true. I'm so just final thoughts, because this is the last of our news in our news section before we get into the play portion. I'm really excited about the set. The initial cards we saw really lean towards more combo control style gameplays, and I know I've said that before, and we've had aggro metas, but I really hope these quest lines kind of foster longer gameplays and maybe back to a fatigue style gameplay, but with win conditions instead of just fatiguing for fatigue's sake. And if those two things happen, and all these Battlegrounds things kind of go through, and then we're eventually going to get mercenaries, I cannot wait for phase 2 of Hearthstone. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited.
Yep, yep. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. If you are joining us on YouTube, please stay tuned for the live play portion of our show. We are going to play some Battlegrounds. If you are listening via the audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOgamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, you can do so by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/HeroPower. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Alrighty.
All right. So we're going to get into some Battlegrounds with the new patch. And you've played a little bit of this.
Just a little
this new
bit.
patch already, right?
Just a little bit. Like I said, about 3 hours a night for the last 3 or 4 nights I've been in the Battlegrounds.
I'm hoping I can spectate you, because that has not been letting me spectate you the last couple weeks.
Well, I reset my client right before we ended the show.
Okay,
so
good,
hopefully
good.
that solves it. All right, so we are
I'm getting arrow changes, which is good.
opponents. Yeah.
Normally, I don't get the arrow light ups at all with you.
Yeah. So we are looking for a lobby to play in. Oh, let's see. I don't know. I love Battlegrounds so much. It's just such a good format, and I'm so excited for Mercenaries. Like, it's ridiculous. So,
Cool.
All right. So we've got Trade Prince Gallywix, Vol'jin, Dancing Daryl, and Jandis. So
Trade Prince is the only one that's gotten a change,
has
right?
gotten a change. That is correct. Vol'jin.
What do you think about playing?
Vol'jin's still a relatively new hero. He just came in with the last big patch. Dancing Daryl's been there since the beginning. Jandis is just really good.
Strong, yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to play one of these two?
I'd like to play Trade Prince.
Okay.
Because I'm really curious to see how the gold economy works with him. And especially since you can go over 10, I want to see how it's displayed on the screen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I need to launch my...
Now...
Okay, so we've got Quillbores, Elementals, Pirates, Beasts, and Mechs. No Murlocs, no Demons, no Dragons.
Okay.
So, I think we just take the Acolyte here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Acolyte's probably the way to go. Now, I think there was a tweet by Ridiculous Hack that talked about wanting to see more of the new heroes, and they talked about on Twitter, I can't remember which dev it was, mentioned that they are looking into a way of guaranteeing the newer changed heroes show up in your pools.
Okay.
So I don't know when that's going to happen, but and they didn't say it was for sure. That's just something they're trying to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can start seeing that happen in client.
I think we're just gonna go to tier 2 here.
Yeah, I like buying the deck swabby early, but not until I'm tier 2 at least.
Yeah.
Do we freeze this? Is this worth freezing? Because of the swabby and the elemental? Probably not.
I don't think so. Not if we could find like a party elemental or a South Sea captain or something where we can actually start going in a direction. We'll see what we get.
We do want to get sellable, like minions that are worth selling.
Yeah.
Just another push. Okay.
All right. So let's see what we got. So this is tier 5. Do we take the Tormented Ritualist early? It's good. The South Sea Captain is a good choice as well if we can get some pirates.
Here's my thing. If we want to take the Tormented Ritualist, that floats 2 mana. So I think we should buy a minion just to sell it.
Okay.
Then get the Ritualist.
Well, this isn't going to give anything a buff because we don't have any tribes.
It doesn't really matter what we buy because we're just going to sell it, and none of them are worth doing. And then sell it, and then get the Ritualist.
Yeah.
What this does, this guarantees us a gold next turn.
It does. Yeah.
So instead of wasting refreshes in the tavern.
Yeah, and it says 1 gold saved.
Nice.
On the hero power.
So is this a push?
That's a push. Okay. Yep. 100% tie every time. All right. So we now have 7 mana. Any of those you see that you like, or do you want to do a refresh?
We can afford to refresh because we got the extra mana. So I think unless we want the swabby.
I mean, I don't hate taking the swabby.
What about buying the swabby and then refreshing?
Okay. Refresh.
Oh, another Ritualist?
Another Ritualist.
Okay.
And I think we put the Ritualists in there like that.
Yep.
So nice, they're staggered. Yep.
What if we put the Ritualists next to each other so they buff each other?
That works too.
That way they're guaranteed to buff 2 minions each time.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. And then we didn't sell anything, but we don't need to sell anything.
No, we will go into next turn with 7 mana again.
See, that's what I like about a lot of times with Galliwix. It's like I got this floating mana. Why don't I just buy a minion just to sell it instead of just refreshing the tavern? Is this our first banana?
That is our first banana. Yes.
It's weird. Usually they banana sooner than that. Okay.
Okay, and that's a loss.
It's a loss, but it was close. It could have flipped
fun.
at least to a tie.
Okay. So now, what do you think of the Selfless Hero?
Selfless Hero is good. Do we want to tavern up?
Yeah, I think we tavern up. Do we buy the Selfless Hero
or do we get the second Acolyte?
Well,
what if we get second Acolyte? We could possibly triple in it.
That's true. We can. Yeah.
And then we just refresh the tavern?
Yeah. Do we sell the swabby or do we hold on to it until next turn?
I think we want to have 5 minions. So
well, if we sell the swabby, that gives us 9 mana next turn. We can buy 3 minions.
Well, we could always sell it next turn to buy 3 minions anyways.
Oh, that's true. Do we banana any of this?
Banana or Ritualist? Either one, doesn't matter.
All right.
Ooh. They're pretty strong early.
Yeah.
Well, this at least kills that. That's a good trade. I don't think we can get the push.
No, this is a loss here.
Oh, no, it's a push.
No, it's a tie. Yeah, it is a tie.
Because of the buff.
Okay, nice. Ooh. Do we shift elementals here?
Oh.
We've got 3 good elementals.
We do. So I think we buy the party first, then buy the stasis, which will give us another elemental in the tavern.
Yeah.
Right?
That is correct. So we play the elemental.
Play the stasis.
Play the stasis. That's
a good one.
Sell the swabby. Buy the assistant. Play the assistant.
It's good. Let's move all our elementals to the left. Like 7/7 first. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I like this elemental shift now. Who all's running elementals? Mixed, max.
So yeah, mixed, max,
I don't see
pirates,
anybody
beasts,
running elementals.
Quillbore, pirates, mixed. No, nobody's running strictly elementals.
So this is the best time to swing elementals then.
Oh, there's the other 2 ritualists.
And they got their staggered good. Okay, at least that kills it. I don't think we can. That pops that.
Yeah, if it had hit the cup, if it had hit the cup, we would have won. Yeah, we would have tied.
Tied. Yeah. Now's a good time to switch because they're outstatting us right now, and elementals will help us get statted up.
We're gonna take the acolyte to triple up.
Ooh, do we tavern up first?
I mean,
we get a tier 5. Let's tavern up because we're probably gonna be selling a lot of minions this turn. Then play it.
Do we take the brand?
I think we. Is there any good battle cries? Yeah, I think we take the brand.
Oh, there's real good battle cries with elementals because you got the assistant, which gives everything +1/+1.
Yeah, let's
got
go
the
with
stasis.
Brand then. Yeah, brand. Then,
okay.
Do we go ahead and play the brand and sell our ritualist to get the elemental?
I don't hate that.
I mean, this gives us more gold next turn to play with brand. And then let's sell the elemental and just play the 2/2 to get the extra buff.
Okay. So now we have 3 gold saved.
And roll the tavern. See if we want to freeze. No, nothing to freeze. Okay.
Yeah, and here we've got 3 gold saved in the bank.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll be up to 13 gold next turn. Might be able to pop off with. Oh, this is a bad opponent to have. It's gonna be a hefty loss, but
yeah,
I think we're starting to turn a corner. What do you think?
I agree.
I run this like I'm the expert. You're actually better at Battlegrounds than I am. Oh my gosh, I said that publicly on the show.
Zerotio has finally admitted it on recording. I don't care if we lose.
You know how many times I have made sure to say it off recording and tell you, haha, there's no proof. So we're definitely going to be getting this elemental, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then roll the tavern.
We're
just looking for elementals now, right?
Correct. We are shifting to elementals.
Another elemental.
So we can actually triple up on the water droplet.
Let's do that now. So sell, then sell it, then get the other elemental. Wait. Do we? No. Yeah, you're right. That's the right way to do it.
Yeah. See what we get as a tier 5. Hogger, Black Knight, Bristleback Knight, or Nat Pagel.
The Knight's the best stats. The Nat Pagel's the best value.
I agree.
Want to go stats?
Yeah, I think we go stats here.
So let's roll the tavern first before we play anything else. More elementals?
I mean, it's more buffs.
It's more buffs and more gold. The last thing we want to do is play that in the far left. Yeah. Freeze it.
Yeah. Freeze that. So we'll get 2.
Probably could have bought it, but I don't think we were fast enough.
Yeah. My boomer APM.
Yeah. Our win rate's going higher now, though, so made some good changes. That was good. Okay. I think this is a win. Oh.
Ooh, I don't know. That was a pretty bad roll there.
It was a bad.
Nope.
Yeah. Not getting hit too hard, though.
About a little less than half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start with the stasis.
Yep.
And we're going to sell...
Do we tavern up here? Because we have 11 gold right now.
We do. 8, 9, 10, 11. That leaves us 4. We're going to get 2 minions off the stasis elemental. Do we sell the water droplet?
I think we sell the water droplet, yeah.
Yeah. We need to sell the... Well, we need to sell the Arcane Arcanist and get it back in the pool as well. So let's,
yes, I like that.
Actually, let's roll first because we don't want to sell while we're full.
Don't we want a tavern up, though?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. And then sell the Arcane. Sell the water droplet.
Play the stasis.
Play the stasis.
Because this we could possibly get a tier 5.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Now we're cooking with gas.
There we go. That's what we get. Pick those both up. We can get rid of the knight if we need to. No, we got room. So we put bananas on the cracklings, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna put the knot first.
I like that because he can get the divine shield back on from a frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
We're eventually gonna sell it, but
ooh, okay.
Yashar's always breaks the add-on. I don't know why he has Pagels so far in. Because he may never get a chance to attack.
Right. This is a 99% loss.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mine says could not get accurate results.
Yeah. And we're a 66%
How is that Pagel
chance
dodging
for
all those
lethal.
attacks?
I know, right? And that's gonna be lethal.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, let's play one more.
Do we got time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, takeaways from that is Galliwax is tricky.
Galliwax is tricky. Yes, you can bank lots of gold by selling multiple minions, and that can that can really affect how you play your turns.
Yeah, it's very tricky, and I'm going back to that Bran choice. I don't know if Bran was the best choice,
and it's possible it might not have been.
We didn't really get any battle cry
outside of that. Yeah, one stasis.
Yeah,
and that's exactly the same issue I had when I played Bran and got Bran on tier 3.
Gotcha.
Shall we play Kurtrus Ashfallen, the new character?
Let's play Kurtrus because I'm intrigued on how the UI works, like how it changes and some of the UI effects.
Yeah. So definitely, you're gonna see the hero power change every time we use it until we complete until we reach the final level of the hero power, and then it'll just stay as that.
What do you think? Because obviously, Kurtrus is something new we hadn't seen before. What do you think of a Battlegrounds format, of a Tavern Brawl format that's for Battlegrounds?
I think that would be interesting.
Like, you go into Tavern Brawl, you could choose either normal Tavern Brawl or Battlegrounds. Acolyte? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think we freeze for the second Acolyte, don't you?
Yeah, well, we freeze it for 2 turns because we're probably going to be upgrading next turn, though, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, his passive, to remind everybody, buy 3 minions in 1 turn, give all 3 of those minions +2/+2, and then progress the hero power.
And our minions are Quillbore, Murloc, Beast, Mechs, and Dragons without Elementals, Pirates, and Demons, which means we can get Murlocs and Beasts that will summon tokens like that we can sell to buy more minions.
Yes.
Also, there are no pirates, so we can't get the 3 mana pirate. Okay, so this is a great board to freeze because we can buy the Sunbake and Relaxer first, then sell it for the Blood Gems, then buy the Acolyte.
Absolutely.
See, that was my worry with freezing last turn because we wouldn't have a minion necessarily that's worth selling. And then that means we only buy 1 minion on turn 3, which or on 5 gold, which kind of sucks. But a Sunbake and Relaxer, and then we could put a Blood Gem on each of them if we wanted.
Yep.
So this is a win.
That is a win. Nice. So, all right. So, Tough Tusk. So, we're going to buy the Sunbake and Relaxer, play the Sunbake and Relaxer, sell it, buy the other Acolyte.
So, see how it ticked up to 2.
You have to buy. We would have to buy 1 more for it to turn over. So, do we just hold the Blood Gems for now, or do we put 1 on each of the Acolytes?
I think we put 1 on each.
Okay.
I think I saw an interview with Slissa. It's like too many people hold the Blood Gems for good minions. Just get them out early and win those matchups.
Okay. So we are going up against a guy that has beasts. 3 of them to be specific. This is a 100% win.
Yeah, this is a win. It's a good win too. Max points we can get.
All right, so now we are on turn 6.
There aren't really 2 good ones to buy.
There's not. I think we take the Steward of Time because we can then sell him and buff everything else later.
And what do you think of taking the Prophet of the board now? Just to have a minion that we might be able to take advantage of.
Yeah.
Because if we roll, we're not buying anything.
Exactly. And every time if we buy, and when we play a Quillbore in the future, we'll get additional Blood Gems.
Exactly.
Well, once per turn.
I think Prophet is highly underrated.
Okay.
I like that. Prophet.
Yeah.
I mean, Private loses its viability late game, but it's really good early game.
Yeah. I'm going to actually throw them like that.
I like that. Good.
All right. That's a win.
Yep.
And we're dealing maximum damage. Okay. Do we Tavern Tier and buy the Tough Tusk for the...
Yeah. I think we Tavern Tier by the Tough Tusk, and that'll give us a Blood Gem to put on the Tough Tusk.
Yeah.
Another reason why I like the Prophet. Tough Tusk on the far left.
Yep. All right. So we're going into Tavern Tier 3 next turn.
So what is everybody else doing? Zyrella's running mixed. Mixed beasts, mixed. A lot of mixed beasts, and one person's doing quill boards.
Yeah. Ysera's doing dragons. Beasts.
Gallywix, it's
mixed.
showing quill boards, but it's only showing one, which means they're all non-tribed, or he's not running many minions.
Right.
Which could be, there may be a tactic with Gallywix where you buy, and then just sell everything to have a super powerful next turn.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
That was a good trade.
I've never been able to play
Perfect.
as
Greybow?
Greybow, but he looks so much fun.
He is. I've gotten to first place with him. He is a lot of fun. Okay. So we are on tier 3 and we got no tier 3 minions here. Do we roll or do you want a second Steward of Time?
I mean,
we've got 3 dragons here. We could technically go all 3 dragons.
I don't like that. I like getting the Geomancer though.
Okay.
Just for the blood gem.
All right.
And you'll get 2 blood gems, as a matter of fact. Let's roll now, though. Ooh.
Necrolites. If you want to move blood gems, which...
I don't think we need to. Let's
either.
roll one more. Take another Geo.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Deflectobot. I feel like Deflectobot's probably the best tier 3 minion.
I don't hate that. So we'll play both minions and maybe put a blood gem on the Deflectobot and the 5/4.
Yeah.
Maximize the Divine Shield possibilities.
Yep.
He's weak.
He is, very surprisingly.
Yeah. What has he been doing?
I wonder if he just switched mid-game.
He had to have. It's a big hit.
That was, yeah. We take the Road Boar.
Road Boar's strong, especially if we can get some stats on it. But then we tavern tier up, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's sell the Steward of Time first.
Okay.
Because we have to make room anyways for it, right?
Yeah.
That way the Road Boar gets a buff.
That's true. We buy the Road Boar, we tavern tier up, and then we roll.
Yeah.
See if there's anything worth...
Ooh, we freeze that for the bonker, right?
Yeah.
Bonkers. Okay, so we're kind of going cool board now, right?
I think so.
So we put that on the Tough Dusk. Put our Divine Shields up front.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like leading with the 3/1 Geomancer. Just in case there's a... we're going up against Beast, so no, there won't be any
No, there's not
going
to be any Divine Shields.
So yeah, we'll leave him there.
I think you're safe. Yeah, Bonker is pretty nuts. We'll want to put him on the far left.
Yeah. So we'll sell the Geomancer. We'll buy the Bonker, sell the Geomancer, and then roll.
And with Bonker, we may not need the Prophet of the Boar anymore because we'll have a blood gem generator.
Yeah.
A generator, yeah.
Correct.
See, Prophet's good, but like I said, late game, you're going to have better ways to get blood gems if you want to go blood gems. We need to snipe that. Oh, too late.
Yeah.
We can still win this.
Not like that.
Yeah, it's
bad
gonna be...
Bad trades.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely winnable. It says a 63% loss, but to me it looked better than that, but
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so buy Bonker, sell Geomancer, roll. Do we buy the Sunbake and Relaxer and sell it?
I think so. I think we just need what? 2 more minions to buy. So do we just buy something here? Oh,
yep, we do.
Yeah, I'd say we might as well just get our activation off. Oh, triple. Nice. So play it. Oh, yep, there we go. You read my mind.
wasn't very hard.
The bunker first, right?
Yes.
So that we get the extra blood gem. So now we just go blood gem crazy, right?
I think so. So
we
we're
want
going
a
to blood gem on
Bonker,
blood gem on the Tough Tusk.
And then anything?
And I put it on the Brood Boar.
That's fine.
It can survive a higher frenzy hit.
Yeah, we might not even need the Road Boar much longer if we can get Bonkers going crazy.
Yeah.
Because we're going to want to get...
there's a Banner Boar. We want the Banner Boar.
Yes.
We're gonna sell the profit for the Banner Boar.
I think you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. This is 100% win. Where is Charlga? Is that tier 6?
Charlga's tier 6.
So we want to get to tier 6 pretty quick. Because Charlga with Agamagam, the Great Boar, is pretty sick. Well, that's a good hit.
All right, so I think this turn we're just going to tier up, sell the profit, and buy the Banner Boar.
I don't hate it. Where do we put the Banner Boar?
So we want it to get the maximum effect. So I honestly think we move Road Boar here, put the Banner Boar there.
Okay.
So it's going to buff Bonker and Road Boar.
Okay. So now we go blood gem crazy, right?
Yeah. So I think we throw 1 on the Banner Boar to make it a little more sustainable.
Okay.
We might actually throw more on the Banner Boar. I think we throw 1 on Agamaga.
Tough Tusk needs 1, so he gets the Divine Shield.
Well, Tough Tusk is gonna. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. No. I've got that. Frenzy gain a blood gem. I've got that wrong. Tough Tusk should be getting it every turn.
So now we put it on Road Boar?
Yeah, we can just throw it on Road Boar so he has the better survivability.
Now, we're probably going to be selling the Deflectobot next and then followed by the Acolyte, right?
Yes, that is correct.
For Charlga or whatever else?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we freeze for the Defender?
I don't think so. I think that's a bait freeze.
Okay.
I think you want to, but at the same time, there's nothing else of value in that tavern tier.
Yeah.
Or in that tavern.
Ooh.
Almost a guaranteed win.
Against another Quillboar.
Which is great. If we win here, which we should, it's going to basically put all those back in the pool for us.
All right. So he's dead.
Yep. Anybody else going Quillboars? Yes. Gallywix is going Quillboars.
Okay. We don't need the Necrolite, do we?
No.
Okay.
We're facing a dead person. Do we tavern tier up?
Are we? Because I'm showing we're... Oh, yeah, she's at 0 health, even though she's not showing as dead. Yeah, I don't hate tavern tiering up here. Okay. That gets us to 6.
Because that gives us Charlie. Let's go ahead and refresh, see if we can get Charlie. No Charlie. So
no Charlie, but 2 Sunbacon Relaxers for additional blood gems.
We have lots of blood gem generators right now.
Okay. So where do we want to put these blood gems then? We know Tough Tusk is getting 1 automatically, so we don't have to put 1 on him.
So do we put him on Bonker so that he has more chance to
generate additional ones? I don't hate that.
Because he's going to swing twice, but if he stays alive, he might even get more.
Yeah.
Let's just hyper focus Bonkers to make him, bonkers.
So we're at tier 6. They're at tier 3. They're at tier 5. Sky Captain Crag's also at tier 6. Trade Prince is at tier 5.
Why are you still at 3?
Grey
Silas
Bow is
is
at
still
4.
at tier 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How is he doing so good?
And in second place at the moment.
I know. That's what I'm saying. How is he doing so good? Yeah, see, this is a guaranteed win. Okay.
There's our third for the turn.
So we're at tier 6. We're looking for what? Charlie?
We're looking for Charlie.
Maybe Captain Flat Tusk?
We're honestly, let's see. The best thing we could get right now would be Charlga. We don't want the Geomancer, do we?
You know, his hero power really hasn't done anything.
Well, it's because we've not bought 4 minions yet.
Yeah, I know. We haven't been buy crazy. Do we pick up that Tough Tusk?
I don't hate it.
To try to work on a triple?
Yeah.
This is always where I get where it's like, I just need that one tier 6 minion. I just never see it. Never see any tier 6s.
Yeah.
Oh, there's tier 6.
There's Zippy.
Yeah.
There's an Amalgadon, another Banner Boar, and a Dynamic
Well, Amalgadon.
Duo.
So if we sold the Acolyte, not this turn obviously, if we sold the Acolyte and we played Amalgadon, it would get 3, right? Because we have a Beast, Quillboar, and a Mech.
I think I'm gonna sell 3 right now and buy the Dynamic Duo.
Okay. We want to play in the Dynamic Duo once, right?
Oh shit! I only got to play 2 of those before I ran out of time.
Another one. I was thinking of the wrong minion.
Yeah. No, when you play something else, it gets okay. This is a 100% loss. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the other.
He's the other Quillboar player. That's already at tier 6. Also, probably looking for Charlie.
Looking for Charlie. Yeah. It kind of stinks that you both have the same plan.
His Quillboars are a little ahead of us.
Yeah,
as
they
far
are.
as buffs. So what do you think? Do we buy the Sunbacon Relaxers for the bonus gems?
We can. There's also Road Boar there, too.
All right. Then we play. We sell. We play. We sell.
Buy the Road Boar and then buy something else?
And buy anything else, yeah.
Anything else. Just, the Warden?
Yeah, that's fine. And so that's going to give everything +2/+2. Sell that.
Just play the Road Boar somewhere.
Yeah.
Then just go crazy with your gems the way you want to do them. And then roll the tavern once.
There's Captain Flat Tusk. That will help us get to...
It will.
Well, that'll help us get some more blood gems, too.
Yeah. Do we freeze this, or do we just hold it?
After you spend 4 gold, gain a blood gem. So, I think we just hold it. So, next time we spend 5... If we buy 5 minions in a turn, then everything will get +2/+2 again, including all of our future buys.
Yeah. Just wondering how worth that is.
We're up against a dead person again. So
Yeah, we're good. It's Zyrilla again, so
Yeah.
we'll win this one. Okay, hopefully we get some more blood gems. Might not get the attacks off though.
Right.
We need our road boards to be able to attack.
They're gonna no, because it's gonna
no we'll get two
no.
because of the reborn. Oh no, you're right. The attack. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So we just got one. That's fine. So 3 instead of 4. That's fine.
All right. So we're in top 4 now. So
are we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are.
So we're gonna buy the bonker.
Oh,
There's Charlie.
Yeah, we want Charlie. So what do we sell?
I think we sell the road boar.
We don't need the road boars now, do we?
No.
Because we'll have 2 bonkers.
Yeah. Let's refresh. There's another Charlie.
Second
We're gonna
Charlie?
freeze that.
No,
boar.
no.
Oh,
Sell,
you're right.
Sell both of the road boars.
You're right.
We'll just hold on to the bonker. Don't play the bonker.
Wait for a. We're waiting for a third bonker.
Yeah, but now we put blood gems on stuff. Yeah, that's fine. But see, every minion except for Chargo is going to get +4/+4, and the Chargos are going to get +2/+2.
That's right.
So this is where we kind of power up. Do we want Dynamic Duo on the far right?
Yeah, I think so. And do we still want bonker at the beginning?
I think so.
Okay.
We want that bonker to keep getting big and to get us more
honestly, I'm wondering if we don't get rid of Bannerbore now and go with bonker, the second bonker.
Let's do it next turn when we got more time to think about it. But I don't hate that idea. Ooh, she's so big. See, after a blood gem is played on a minion, so our dynamic duo is going to get huge.
Yeah.
So this is against Silas, is he still Tavern Tier 3? He's 5 now.
Yeah.
He's beasts. Should win this.
Yes, we win this.
More blood gems, yes. We actually got 2 sets of blood gems out of that. Is that a win? Oh, it's close. Okay.
All right.
Top 3.
So
I almost got rid of Silas.
There's another dynamic duo.
We're not going to have room until we triple. We're just looking for triples now.
Or we sell the Bannerbore.
Or we sell
the Bannerbore is getting bigger.
So hold on a second. After blood gem is played on this, do we sell the Bannerbore to take Agam?
No.
Well, of each type. That's right.
Of each type. Agam is what you take if you're playing. How about a triple Charlie?
Yep.
Hommel,
okay. Oh, yes. Because that's going to give you all... I'm going to just go crazy. Just do your thing. Whatever you think's best to do.
I don't like any of these options, actually. And I mean, we can triple up the Bannerbore next turn.
We can. Do we just freeze this then and play the...
bonker?
Do we put the Bannerbore between the 2 bonkers? No, then
Tough Tusk wouldn't get the...
No, it will. It will because of...
oh, you're right. Because of Charlie.
So we'll triple the Bannerbore. Whether we decide to keep them or not, we'll see.
Yeah.
We're getting huge now.
This is a 100% win.
And
yeah, we outscaled trade prints.
Yeah, we did. We got all the stuff. We got what he wanted.
Yeah. So now he's going to attack in, and I think he's dead.
It's a 99.9% lethal.
No, yeah, he's dead. Toast.
That's
so now
tragic.
now it's us and the beasts again, who we beat last time.
Did you get that?
Yeah, it was tragic.
Because our opponent's name was tragic.
Yeah.
Okay. So we play it.
Take the mates.
Just take
no.
X. Yeah. So refresh. The knights aren't worth taking.
No.
We're looking for another duo. Another bonker. I think we just win this though. We could freeze this.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it does.
Play your blood gems.
I'm gonna buff Charlie.
Duo's getting so big.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get him when we did.
Duo is getting so big.
That was why I wanted to get him when we did. So
you were right. To me, I never get Duo and Charlga in the same game.
Yeah.
And it just, I always get the Duo and I never find the Charlga, or I don't choose the Duo and I'm getting the Charlga. Having them together is sick.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, got to keep in mind, Duo is going to probably die first because he has
poisonous. He's running beast. What does he have the poisonous?
I think he had
Maxna?
No. Well, it might have been Maxna, but I think it was what's the
Deadly Spore?
The Deadly Spore. That's what I think he had.
Well, that's fine. This is always where I have trouble. I have trouble when it comes to the one-on-ones. So I don't account for my opponent.
Yeah, so really, and that's why I took the Maxna, is if he has something that we need to kill, I can remove the amalgam and play it. So he does have Maxna.
Okay.
But this is a 100% win, so it's over.
Yeah.
We win this.
Well, I mean, we got the first attack off, which means we clear both of his big taunts.
Yeah. There goes his buff guy.
He got rid of his token generator. Why did he get rid of his token generator?
I don't know. That's a good question. There we go. That is a first place with the new hero. So that clears that achievement for me.
Nice. Cool. Kurtrus is so I like Kurtrus, but we didn't really do his thing.
We got his hero power to the final form, but we never used it.
Yeah, it's just so many purchases in one turn.
It is. 5 is a lot. You don't think about it.
It's a ton.
But 5 is a lot, especially if you're not reselling additional minions.
It's 15 mana worth of purchases.
Yeah.
15 gold, I mean. 15 gold worth of purchases, which means you're just about selling everything back that you're buying.
Yeah. Ash Fallen.
There has to be refreshes in there. Do what?
The name of the achievement is Ash Fallen in Love with You. So, all right, guys. There you even got to see the new hero in action. So, yeah. If you have any questions or comments about the show, feel free to email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. Hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you have not done so already. And for more details, check out our Patreon, where you can join our patron-only Discord at patreon.com/heropower. Till next week, good gaming.
Bye, guys.